Needed moisture to tinder dry areas scorched by drought this summer. But as Janella Hamilton is finding out, the change in weather could also mean flash flooding and mass power outages.
After months of persistent hot, dry weather, wet, windy conditions are on the way for the coast.
So it's mostly going to be a wind event with this storm, and it's also going to bring some rain, but not warning level amounts of rains.
Starting Saturday night, he says a bomb cyclone will strike offshore near Vancouver Island.
For West Vancouver Island, it's going to be on Saturday night. We're looking at winds of 80 gusting to 100 kilometers per hour. And it's going to be even windier for North Vancouver Island.
The winds will pick up Sunday afternoon into Monday, and areas hit hardest by drought may be the most vulnerable to this storm too.
Our native conifers, especially western red cedar and grand fir, are really struggling with the amount of moisture that isn't in the soil,
potentially leading to widespread power outages. BC Hydro says crews are keeping an eye on the forecast, adding more than half of all power outages are caused by downed trees and bad weather.
This is the first real gust of wind that they'll be experiencing, so we will see lots of broken branches. We'll see diseased and decayed trees falling.
More than 50 millimeters of rain is expected to hit the western parts of the island by Tuesday. Other areas of the south coast, including Metro Vancouver, will see closer to 30 millimeters, prompting a high stream flow advisory for Vancouver Island, the Sunshine Coast, Howe Sound, and the Lower Mainland.
Say some of the small watersheds on the North Shore, like Mosquito Creek or McKay Creek, we call those flashy discharges, which means that, you know, when you get a lot of rain, they come up quite quickly. And so, you know, I think that is where we might get localized flooding.
An even greater risk for land already scorched by this summer's unprecedented wildfires.
When the vegetation burns, some of this material, you know, goes into the soil and it precipitates. So it's really hard to get water into it. And what that means, you get runoff, and then we can actually trigger debris flow.
The rain bringing some relief to fires still burning in the province. However, Environment Canada says rainfall amounts will not be significant enough to completely douse the flames. Janella Hamilton, CBC News, Vancouver.
Well, Parks Canada is investigating a rare parasite that causes whirling disease in fish. It was detected in BC for the first time last week. Researchers